This edition of Radio Stone Update is sponsored by Quantra, manufacturers of quartz surfaces made with up-to-the-minute Italian technology in yet another brand-new state-of-the-art factory. Learn more at www.quantra.in.
Hi, I'm Kay Shipper with the latest in hard surfaces industry news from Radio Stone Update. Once again, there are some serious issues facing the industry, and Emerson Schwarzkopf, editor and publisher of Stone Update and Hard Surface Report, joins me in the broadcast booth. Today, the topic is a public hearing held in front of the U.S. International Trade Commission on what's called a safeguard action filed by U.S. quartz surface manufacturers that could set tariffs and quotas on those products being imported from other countries. Emerson?
The quartz surface industry in the United States appears to have two distinct futures, or at least that's how it sounded late last month at a federal hearing in Washington. One side, most quartz surface manufacturers based in the United States, told the U.S. International Trade Commission, or USITC, that the safeguard request on limiting imports would save manufacturing jobs and level the playing field for that part of the hard surfaces market. The other side, including one U.S. surface maker, importers, foreign governments, and a group of U.S. surface fabricators, said the safeguard proposals of a new tariff and quota system would drive up quartz surface prices and cool down the overall market. The marathon 10-hour session before the USITC on February 24th left the impression that, come this summer, the U.S. quartz market may look very different. A pre-hearing study by USITC staff showed that since 2020, U.S.-made quartz surface market share declined from 19.4% to a recent 11.7%. Import volume increased by 62%, while domestic production fell by 17%. And the average base cost of an imported quartz surface is often near double that of a U.S.-made product. The group advancing the safeguard action, the Quartz Manufacturers Alliance of America, or QMAA, offered varying accounts of factory slowdowns to show that imports created harm, which is the main criteria for a safeguard action. The various stories included shuttering entire production lines and cutting days of operations. The remedy to reviving U.S. manufacturing, as proposed by the group, includes a 50% tariff on all quartz surface imports plus a country-by-country quota system. Opponents told the USITC that such an action would make quartz surface costs prohibitive for new residential construction and remodeling. Representatives from a home builders association and a major supplier to builders said that a sharp increase would force the market to see lower-cost options like solid surface and natural stone. One U.S.-based quartz maker also challenged the QMAA for its petition and noted that his company found success in limiting product offerings to meet market trends. The USITC will determine if it agrees with the safeguard action by next month. If it does, there'll be another hearing on what can remedy the situation. That recommendation will be forwarded to President Donald Trump by May, although he's permitted by law to create his own solution involving tariffs, quotas, and trade agreements. Any safeguard solution is valid for up to 4 years, with the ability for a 4-year extension.
Thank you, Emerson.
This edition of Radio Stone Update is sponsored by Quantra, manufacturers of the world's toughest, most beautiful quartz surfaces made with up-to-the-minute Italian technology in yet another brand new state-of-the-art factory. Quantra's quartz surfaces come in over 80 stunning designs in 3 sizes with every customization possible. Choice of thickness, cut-edge profiles, polished, super-honed, brushed and other finishes, from slabs to cut-to-size countertops and all the way to prefabs. You name it, Quantra does it. And now, Quantra launches the world's first range of seamless, one-piece molded quartz sinks and basins, made with Quantra's own exclusive proprietary technology, unique in all the world. Speed, quality, commitment, that's Quantra. To know more about the world of Quantra, come visit www.quantra.in.
Caesarstone Limited ended 2025 with a loss, but the company is poised to start making gains as it expects outsourced quartz surface production to deliver huge savings going forward this year. The company reports $397.2 million in worldwide revenue in 2025, down 10.4% from its 2024 total. However, fourth quarter indications show better news in some markets, including a surprising one. The surprise came from a 9.8% increase from Australia. That market banned crystal and silica surfaces in mid-2024. Caesarstone sales increase there came from alternative surfaces, including porcelain. Worldwide revenues of $94.4 million in last year's fourth quarter helped flatten the loss curve, representing only a 3.5% decline from fourth quarter 2024. U.S. revenues of $41.4 million in fourth quarter 2025 showed a year-over-year loss of 10.6%. That's still better than the 14.9% drop in annual revenue, with 2025's year-over-year total of $186.8 million. That's also better than Canada's fourth quarter 2025 revenue of $10.9 million, which showed a 22.3% decline from the same time in 2024. Caesarstone CEO Yost Sheeran says the company is moving ahead with its multi-year strategic plan, including the closing of all company-owned quartz surface production plants, spinning off production to third-party companies. Quote, "This transformation represents a significant structural improvement that strengthens our competitive position and provides a foundation for long-term value creation," end quote, Sheeran says. The December 2025 closure of its last factory in Israel, along with other measures, is expected to show more than $25 million in annual savings, according to Nahum Trost, Caesarstone CFO. The company should realize $100 million in savings starting from 2023, he adds. The second edition of Marmomac Brazil, held the last week in February, drew nearly 15,000 visitors over 3 days to two pavilions in the Ambi district of São Paulo. The only edition of the Marmomac Fair held outside Italy also drew 180 exhibitors from 70 countries, representing the entire value chain: quarries, stone processors, technologies and input, architecture and design firms, as well as national and international buyers. Attendees came from several international markets, including the United States, China, Italy, Argentina, Mexico, Peru, Portugal, Spain, Russia, and Poland. The strong numbers are one of the indicators the show is on the right path and also offers a challenge to produce a bigger and better event in 2027, according to Flavia Milanese, CEO of Milanese & Milanese, the show's organizers. The 2027 Marmomac Brazil show is scheduled for next March 2nd through 4th. Coral Gables, Florida-based Cosentino announced a new partnership with Los Angeles-based KBHomes as the exclusive provider for countertops for all KBHomes' 49 markets nationwide. The two brands have been preferred partners since 2015 and have now entered into a 3-year exclusive agreement that gives KB home buyers access to an expansive selection of Caesarstone surfaces. As part of the agreement, Cosentino will offer more than 20 finish options of Caesarstone, developed with hybrid technologies, a blend of premium minerals and recycled materials. Alex Rioja, Vice President of Builder Sales at Cosentino North America, said the company is privileged to collaborate with KB home buyers. Quote, "KB Home is a valued partner that shares our dedication to quality, sustainability, and enabling homebuyers the flexibility to personalize their spaces," end quote, Rioja says. Jenna Kirk, Vice President, Corporate Studio at KB Home, stated that her company is deeply committed to ensuring every homebuyer can achieve the dream of a high-quality home. Quote, "This strategic partnership with Cosentino is a true reflection of that commitment," end quote, she said. Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania-based Chemical Concepts acquired Perigee Direct, a Texas-based supplier of specialty consumables for science and industrial consumers, expanding its product portfolio, e-commerce capabilities, and distribution footprint in the process. Chemical Concepts is a leader in adhesives and sealants. The acquisition will expand the product categories to plastic welding equipment, industrial lubricants, and filling systems. Perigee has a track record in precision adhesives, resins, lab consumables, and specialty chemicals. A key benefit of the deal is Perigee Direct's location in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Its Texas operation will operate as a strategic distribution hub, reducing delivery times for customers in the western and southern United States. Andrew Morris, CEO of Chemical Concepts, says Perigee Direct is focused on delivering an excellent user experience with deep expertise in specialty applications. Quote, "They possess exactly the capabilities and market presence we are seeking," end quote, Morris says. Matt Jackson, CEO of Perigee Direct, agrees that Chemical Concepts' mission aligns perfectly with his company's. Quote, "They offer exactly the scale and resource diversity that Perigee Direct needs to take our mission on transforming the industry supply customer experience to the next level," end quote, Jackson says. Both customer bases will keep their existing service relationships while gaining the benefits of a stronger combined operation. The Natural Stone Institute formally activated the Honorary Life Member designation late last month to recognize individuals who have demonstrated outstanding service and leadership to both the organization and the natural stone industry. The category has long existed within the bylaws, but has never previously been utilized. As defined in the bylaws, honorary life members are individuals who have served as a director or given outstanding service to the NSI. Such designation is specifically granted by the Board of Directors, who determine the designation is now timely and meaningful as NSI continues to acknowledge the lasting contributions of those who have shaped and strengthened the industry. The inaugural class of honorary life members includes Scott Buchel, David Castellucci, Brenda Edwards, Patsy Fell Barker, Monica Gouette, Guido Gliori, Jeff Matthews, Chuck Monson, G.K. Naquin, Dan Rea, Jack Siders, Robert Bob Stasswender, Paul Vigna, and Jonathan Zanger. The board also requested that the Past President's Advisory Council annually review and recommend additional members for consideration. Members are invited to make suggestions for further consideration at executive@naturalstoneinstitute.org. The International Surface Fabricators Association, ISFA, appointed Lorenzo Marquez as Chief of Brand. In his new role, Marquez will oversee the association's marketing strategy, brand direction, and growth initiatives with a focus on strengthening the overall value ISFA delivers to its members. He will also develop programs that support the entire countertop and surface fabrication supply chain, including fabricators, suppliers, manufacturers, and industry partners. Marquez brings more than 20 years of leadership experience in the countertop and surface and building materials sector. He previously served as Vice President of Marketing for Cosentino North America and is a two-time chairman of the board of the National Kitchen and Bath Association, NKBA. He also contributed significantly to the development and expansion of the Rockheads Group, strengthening its presence within the fabrication community. As founder of the Marquette Group, Marquez leads a strategic advisory firm that works with dozens of fabricators nationwide to sharpen their market positioning and drive substantial business growth within the surface industry. He will continue to lead the Marquette Group while serving ISFA. Quote, "My focus will be on strengthening member value, expanding engagement, and supporting programs that contribute to the long-term growth of the surface fabrication community," end quote, Marquez says. ISFA CEO Lori Weber says, quote, "Lorenzo brings executive marketing experience, governance, insight, and deep industry knowledge that will support our growth and strengthen the value we provide within the supply chain," end quote. Remember, the latest issue of Hard Surface Report with a wrap-up of 2025 imports is now available at www.hardsurfacereport.com. For a text of today's broadcast, go to www.radiostoneupdate.com. I'm Kay Schipper for Radio Stone Update, and we'll see you here again soon.
This edition of Radio Stone Update has been sponsored by Quantra, manufacturers of quartz surfaces made with up-to-the-minute Italian technology in yet another brand-new state-of-the-art factory. Learn more at www.quantra.in.